All right, guys, welcome to the locker room tickle party. It's me and Matt back with you with top five tight ends that we think might help you win your league this year. I'm going to let Matt kick it off and give him your top five.
Okay. The number one tight end, I think, with no questions asked, is Brock Bowers. And I don't even think it's close.
Yep.
And I think that he is a cut above the rest. If you want the best tight end, you go get Brock Bowers early in the draft. I try not to do that anymore, but Brock Bowers is going to go first, second. If you're lucky, slips to the third,
And far
depending
too
on how
early.
you're. Yeah, depending on. I don't like taking tight ends early
I
anymore,
don't
but
even.
he is just so much better than the rest of the tight ends that are available.
Okay.
I'd say, if you're not going for Bowers, wait on tight end. But Brock Bowers, number one tight end for me for sure. And then number two, I do have George Kittle. I think with the weapons that have left San Francisco
Yep.
or are hurt, leaves a huge void in their offense. And Kittle has been good with Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, all the pieces that they've had previously. So I think that the volume for him increases significantly this season. He just got an extension. I do believe that he is going to be the focal point of that offense this year. Hoping that Christian McCaffrey is healthy throughout the season, can help out a little bit. But as far as the pass game goes, George Kittle. And then number three, I have Sam Laporta. I know he had an off year last year. I don't know if that's not more of what to expect from Sam Laporta in the future because of how many weapons that Detroit has. It was kind of the same with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Last year, I drafted Amon-Ra, didn't have as great of a season, wasn't targeted as much. They've got a lot of weapons. They've got a lot of weapons at running back, a lot of
Agree.
weapons at wide receiver. And so I feel like that might kind of be the normal going forward as long as their offense stays as explosive as it is. And then my number four is Trey McBride. I really do like what he does with the Cardinals. I'm not obvious. I'm a Rams fan, so I mean, like I hate the Cardinals,
Obviously. Yeah.
but he was a very bright spot in that offense and has been. I got him at number four, and then my number five. And again, this is the tight ends really drop quick. So it's like if I'm really high on Bowers, but if you don't get Bowers, I'm kind of the wait and see
Wait.
what's
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
But I got Travis Kelsey, and I'm like, and it's very hard for me to put Travis there.
It's
I
not.
drafted I drafted Travis last year, and the only reason that man finished with a decent season was because everyone was getting hurt. Hollywood Brown's out. I mean, their
Yeah.
offense really started to get the injury bug, and then he started getting more targets. But I'm like, even with Travis at five, I'm not very high on Travis Kelsey. I mean, him and
Mark
oh my
Andrews.
gosh, yeah, Mark Andrews. I
Yeah.
honestly, to me,
It's hard
probably
to it's
according to
hard to like see you almost flip flop him a little bit, but
yeah,
Mark
I
Andrews had
mean,
that crap year last year, and Isaiah likely kind of took over. So
I think that Mark Andrews had 2 0-point games, which I'm like, that for me is enough to like absolutely steer clear.
yeah,
I'd almost rather tell you get Kyle Pitts in the 10th.
yeah,
like,
it's like
like, you know,
the
and
the
I've
new
been burned
rookie
by
that they
Kyle
took
Pitts.
in the first tight end took in the draft, Loveland. You can wait for that guy, probably get him at the end
Uh,
of the draft.
he got drafted by the Bears, didn't
Yeah,
he?
the Bears. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
That
and they like their
offense,
tight end Komet, and those Komets there and stuff
dude,
like that
I'm a
too.
Cole Kmet guy.
Yeah,
I'm
so
telling you, to me, this year, unless you're getting Brock, it's a wait and see what's available. If George Kittle's there, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I
yeah,
really do think, and it depends on how you feel about the tight ends. Keep in mind, my list is probably going to be different than Luke's list. So depending on how you feel about the tight ends, I'm going Brock, Kittles, and then I'm kind of waiting. You could even put Sam Laporta in there. I think he's a different caliber of tight end than to what else is available. You may feel differently with Trey McBride as well. I don't draft any NFC West players on my team except for LA Rams. I do
well,
not draft Seahawks. I do not draft Arizona Cardinals,
you
and
brought
definitely not the 49ers.
you brought up Laporta as one of those guys that's an elite tight end. And again, you mentioned he had a bad year last year, but I have him as my number one. And you know what? The nice thing about having somebody like that at your number one is he's not getting drafted as the number one tight end. Nobody thinks he's the number one tight end. So
Because he isn't.
if he can slip to
Brock
you in a
Bowers.
later
I
round, you know what I mean? Yeah, Brock Bowers is that guy everybody's looking at. And
think you're
and I mean,
crazy.
we're gonna get there. We'll get there, but like I think Laporta The talent is there. He's shown it. He's done it for 2 years. He had a down year last year. I think Dan Campbell gets him up and running again this year. He loves that kid. I think the offense is built for it.
Does he?
Yeah, he
Does he
does.
really?
He loves him, dude.
You just can't
He
sit there
got
and
rid
tell
of
me.
he
You can't sit there and tell me that Sam Laporta is better
he
than
got
Brock
rid of
Bowers.
TJ Hawkinson for Laporta. So I mean, come on.
I mean, think about this. Will be my argument because I'm first of all, I don't think
Go
Sam
ahead.
Laporta is as talented as Brock Bowers, just tit for tat. But how many weapons Detroit has?
It
And
is. You're right. You got
look at what
Gibbs
Las
there,
Vegas has.
Jameson. You got, but I just think they just get him more involved.
Who is their
They've
number
been
one
able to
receiver on the
pass it
Vegas
around.
Raiders?
They've been able to figure it out in previous years. Trust
Who's
me,
the number one
that was
receiver?
just a weird year. I bet
Number one
you.
receiver on the Vegas Raiders. Who
I
is it?
bet you
Who
Laporta
is it?
on the Raiders.
Yeah, who's the number one
Jacoby
receiver?
Myers.
Yeah,
So
that's the
I
number one
get it,
receiver.
but hold on.
You see
They
Ashton
also there's a
Genty?
coaching change
Did you
there.
see him
There's a
playing?
coaching change there with Pete Carroll, and Pete
Three
Carroll's got
rushes,
Gino there. He's going to run the
negative
ball
1 yard.
more, and Pete Carroll never has a top 5 tight end in his fantasy tight end on his team. I mean, he might have tight ends that kick off like Big Country or something back in Seattle, but you know,
I
when
I
it
was
comes
trying to
down to
think.
it, like
Uh,
there, he does not foster tight ends.
do you know who his tight end was when they won the Super Bowl? I can't remember.
There you go.
I'm like, yeah, I
I
had
mean,
thought about it. It did come into my thought process because I'm like, Ashton Genty should get a lot of carries with
and I think
Pete Carroll as
Jacoby
the coach.
eats, and I think that the wide receivers eat. I'm just saying I don't think Brock Bowers has as great a year as everybody says he's going to have. I'm sure he's going to be
Okay,
a top 5 tight end. Easy. He's going to be a top 5 tight end.
somebody draft Sam Laporta. Brock Bowers is sitting there. Are you taking him?
Am I taking Brock Bowers over Sam Laporta if they're still there?
No, if Laporta's gone, some say that you're
So Laporta,
is
somebody drafted Laporta and Brock Bowers. Yeah, of
and
course
Brock
I'm
Bowers
drafting
is there.
Bowers. I'm
Okay,
still. That's what I'm
okay,
saying. He's going to be a top probably 3 tight end. I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not. I'm
Just don't
he's
see
my
him
top
doing what
3
he
right
did
now.
last year.
I'm saying
Okay,
I think Laporta has a bounce back here, and I think we see Brock Bowers kind of regress a little bit.
gotcha.
Let's go to the number 2 here. I got Kittle just like you. Kittle is obviously. I mean, like he's kind of old faithful, kind of like a Kelsey. I mean, you got to put your faith in some tight ends. It's not like I'm going to reach for this guy, but if he falls to you in the right round, Kittle's the right guy to go. Bowers again to me, just like you said. Hey, listen, if somebody's got a list like mine and Bowers drops you, you grab Bowers, and
Wait,
that's
you have Bowers at 3?
I got Bowers at 3. So
Dang,
top 3. Hey, he's still top 3.
disrespect.
I don't think that's
Dang.
disrespect. I just think it's the change. He was a rookie,
Okay.
one good year. Laporta and Kittle are proven facts. You know what I mean? And then you got McBride, who's also another rookie from last year, who I got at number 4, just like you. I like Trey McBride in that offense. I think he's used well.
I
Uh,
don't think he was a rookie last year.
he was a rookie last year. Yep.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah. Totally.
Was he
Go look
really?
it up. Yeah. And then
I might be wrong.
Kelsey, I have at number 5, just like you, because I just think Kelsey,
He ain't no rookie.
Rashid Rice was Rashid Rice is getting suspended. He's going to be gone for the first couple of games. Easy. So Kelsey, he's probably going to have a pretty good first half of the season. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay healthy. He's obviously old, and that type of stuff is, with all these tight ends and players, you almost see the rookie tight ends being more relevant than
It
even
was
older tight ends.
Noah Grant.
You
I
know,
swear, was
yeah.
used more. It was the most frustrating thing to watch last year.
I forget.
He's slow,
I forget
man.
the
He's
guy
slow.
from
He's
the Jaguars too. The guy from the Jaguars.
Evan Ingram. He's not
No,
on.
when he got hurt, there was another one that. Let's see.
I don't know, but just so you know, this is Trey McBride's 4th season. He is not. He was
Fourth
not a rookie.
season? No way.
Yes.
What?
Trey McBride's been around. Yeah, dude. I was like, there's no way
He was
a rookie
sitting
last season.
behind.
He's played
Ertz.
since 2022.
He was sitting behind Ertz last year. And then, well, was it last year? Or was that the year before? See, now because of my house fire, maybe I'm skipping years. I've lost a year here a little bit. That's my bad, maybe. Okay, but no way, it's his 4th season. What?
Yep.
Crazy. Okay, well, I mean, well, there
Yeah.
you go, folks.
And who did you have at 5?
I got
Kelsey
Kelsey,
too.
just like you,
Yeah.
bro. I got
How are
Kelsey.
you feeling about the bottom of the barrel after Kelsey? Like, as to like for me, I'm like, I'll just kind of,
Dalton Kincaid's, the Dallas Goddard's, the Kyle Pitts,
yeah, I
the
feel like it's kind
Colston
of
Lovelands. You know,
pick the pick of the litter with, the bottom tier tight ends, but I feel like it's honestly a coin flip. I couldn't really tell you. After that, I'm like, I'm looking at people like Darren Waller, who I'll just take in the 15th round and give me something, or
Brenton
Dallas Goddard.
Strange. Brenton Strange.
That's from the Jaguars. Yeah.
Yeah, Jaguar. He did pretty decent last year in a couple games. He showed out. I could see him being a great late pick for tight end.
Oh, how about David Njoku? We're watching the Cleveland Browns game tonight. Your boy Shador Sanders was
Looking pretty
putting up a
good.
pretty decent performance against that, 32 ranked defense,
Whatever.
Carolina Panthers.
I
No,
don't
I'm
care.
just kidding. I don't know if they're that bad.
I
I don't think they're ranked that bad, but I'm
don't
sure
care.
they're
I
top
don't
five.
care. He looked
He
good.
did look pretty good.
Those were
I'll give you
pro
that.
throws, dude. Those were pro throws. He put those in windows that only the wide receiver could catch.
To make things fun for Cleveland, I hope he starts.
I do
You
too.
know, I do, I don't want to see the other quarterback they drafted, and I sure don't want to see Deshaun Watson. And we've seen Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Man's got to be pushing 45.
And I'm not
Like he's
drafting
a
him in.
granddaddy.
I'm not drafting him in fantasy or anything, but I'm rooting
No,
for him. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, the Browns organization has been in shambles for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if something panned out for him, but I'm still not throwing my eggs in that basket. It was one preseason game and it was against the Carolina Panthers, so I am keeping that in mind. But I will give you that he did look pretty good tonight. Not too bad. 138 yards, 14 for 27, 2 touchdowns. No
And
picks.
never had a first team practice. So everybody take note.
Well,
Never had a first team practice, but he still went out and crushed it with the first team.
yeah,
So there we go.
and that
All
makes you
right.
happy inside. I know it does.
It just bubbles me up.
I was tuning in. I was like, oh shit, Shador's on. Better go fire this up and see if I can shit talk Luke after. I was like, no, did pretty good.
Yeah. Tickled my locker room party right up, bro.
I'm sure it did.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, checking out. We'll talk to you later. Appreciate
Later,
you.
guys.
Yep.